What have you heard in the press today? Time for press review. Call us on 0212-617140
or send us a message on 0971 555 885.
Press review from 13:30 to 14 hours. What have you heard in the press today?
It's a lovely good afternoon to you and welcome to your press review, and it's the Friday edition of it. And well, on this platform we always endeavor to give you a space to give us what you've heard in the press. And well, you call us on 0955-855-953. But well, if you're unable to call us, you might as well send us a text message on 076-9122-851. My name is Victor Mwanza, and well, for the next 30 minutes you will be getting through to me, and we'll also be giving you what is in the press. Well, we go straight to our first story. Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development Permanent Secretary Nicholas Piri has indicated that he will not resign despite his earlier pledge to do so if all newly acquired CDF ambulances were not delivered by May. Addressing the media on Thursday, Piri said government's turnaround time is to ensure that all 156 ambulances are in the country by August. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Victor, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, thank you. Who do we have on the line?
Darrington from Lansha.
Darlington, kindly go ahead, please.
From Sunny from Page. That was open a first supermarket in Osaka. Oh, yeah, to a total of Manding was that way, a push to Africa. Mutina Nakani, Musang and we could be down provinces so that each province I know could be an supermarket. I haven't already done our people, just more than much to so that employment level, you have a high. Our Epaship Africa, I'm going to Manding to we can appreciate. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming through, Mr. Darlington. 0955-855-953 is the number that you're calling us on. This is your press review. It's a Friday edition of it, and well, the last one of this week. And we care that you give us what you've been hearing in the press. Good afternoon. I'm Kwaiba Comfort Mwa Bomben Mkwai. Or rather by Veronica.
Ajo tulekwa abantu kuingira nkisoba zikito butushi bwakira abantu kula kolwate kwa tafeti yako tokula ibasiye kula pepa sebakwaka muntu wasa kwira ingire nti nti bamusaba kumokwe bayita kuingira nti mukira umbuda tulekwa lefa ba mukira umbuga bengike sana machito tulibonze bazika.
All right, thank you very much for coming through. 0955-855-953 is a number that you are calling us on your press review. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, la Victor Mabombe.
Mkwaitwa bomba, ndwantulenda na bena.
Charwe wana bongani wale tumina mundola.
Ngaba konkanya po mkwai ba chalwe.
Mkwai, nalasenda poya ba taboka wanati ifyafo trela ndapo pama ambulances ati yachiti ya mwika chas. Honestly, ba taboka wana. Elo ba taboka wana it doesn't learn from his mistakes to mlandu wafya kulandala. He's a permanent secretary. Tabafine bale funya mashu ya ifyo. Abantu balechula. Kwa hivyo abantu bafuma kuma places akutira tiatari elo ambulance yoyine imoyine ile shunguka mumomwine mumushi elo yise isendo omuntu taba umfu apo budwero fo bwabanga bakwe bati ni emergency and you need ukwikutita transport ukukutwala ku hospital ikurota pali ambulance bala ile fyabeni tefuto ababikira ma shiwe mukama ba permanent secretary so bafire fe bafikirisha ati ero yona chisa umfati abantu balepena kulusako kona bakwata every week abana emisepera kubwalwa nefyamba n'amaatani tetibakanya okulapena so lyashiferi ifofwe bafyashi bonse fye omwana wamunobe mwana wobe nangula after bonfa nangu twabe babalandi efibi otherwise tayiwene batotera mu bombe bwini.
Thank you very much for coming through, Banawangani. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon, Victor. Moses from Chilabombwe. My PR is on what I heard on Sun FM front page today. 5,000 jobs to be created at Lubambe mine. Now there will be now that there will be groundbreaking today, says Mike Simua, UPND Media Director, Kutuwa Aseka, who is going to employ all that number. It doesn't mean Lubambe mine is a new mine. It is already in existence since the Chinese took over the mine last year. We have seen more Chinese being employed than Zambians, so Simua should not be overexcited with figures which only appear on a peer. Finally, on the same page, PS Nicholas Peary says he will not resign tomorrow over ambulances. Just resign, by Peary. Insoni Ubuntu 0955 855 953. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Very fine, thank you. Who do we have on the line?
Albert Nindola.
Mkwame Albert, kindly go ahead, please.
Nalalanda koyo ine drans mwavirenge aba minister abo bamurenga barandira tabaterizayi. Badi bali three announce nation ya yonga design ambulances na kayafiki. Nomba nisi ba firigo design ngabala yabaresikirisa. Noti badera yafi abantu ingabombe tino bomba. So badereka penga basi. Ba ambulances munota twakwata barandira tamu aba ambulances abantu baraturo kwenda mu hospitals. Badi yafi ngokwisa. So ngabadi status yofile paisa ko mbirimbiyena ngaranda tinenga tayaketesha gatenga design yena kwishyati. Abo bena barebe pafyabo. Obufi barepa abantu bali sala kubepa bepa takwa kwa minister murenga imo. Because in the minister will have a power and taking some ambulance.
Thank you very much for coming through. I want you to be sure of what you are telling us. Which Minister Mlenga are you talking about here? If you're going to say a Minister Mlenga, because if you were to follow the story of ambulances, there is no Mlenga in here. It's actually Nicholas Peary, the PS. So be factual on how you give your press review. Do not mention people's names and put those names in disrepute. We will cut you. 0955 855 953. We lost you, but you can call us back. And I'll read the story again for the ambulances so that you are clear. Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development Permanent Secretary Nicholas Peary has indicated that he will not resign despite his earlier pledge to do so if all newly acquired CDF ambulances were not delivered by May. I don't see Mlenga there. 0955 855 953. Good afternoon. Mkwainatu bukan ban tuenda mena ba. Batoronto ngabakonka nyapo mkwayo.
Procedure and need to go to Phoenix for 15 hours. You have means of energy from a college court. Maria and Guti, Kariba Damu, Yamashka Skirepo. Because it has to impress than a Zambia conversation. One of the I say, particularly 0%. Mama, Junior Africa football Bambuga Pilana, Maria Shinayam. I wish to be about government because now to Chula Zambia. Control economy attack and the economy now abantu kurusira mu amashituma ndamalaika amakampanyi ayenga so the government atisa pani kwa measurement and they take a very good dam.
Thank you very much for coming through. In more messages, good afternoon. My name is Kunda from Ndola. My press review is from Hot FM on Monday. They featured leadership movement president Dr. Richard Silumbe, who said, and I quote, criminals who destroyed the country are now posing as opposition. He further said the current opposition cannot unite because majority of them are just criminals who destroyed the country during the time in the previous regime. End of quote. On this one, I totally agree with him. If you ask any of those so-called opposition party about their main objective, it will be nothing but to defeat the UPND. Then what after that? Okay, probably that's when they will know what to do. This is one of the honest leaders. Zambia should take care of such honest people. It's a quite lengthy message. It's a lengthy message. But anyway, your message has been put across. We've definitely heard you. 0955-855-953. All right, we lost you, but you can call us back. We take a look at some more stories that we have on our press review. President Hakainde Hichilema says government's intention is for the country to be food secure, with each district feeding itself and surplus being sold to the urban areas. Speaking during the launch of maize harvest at his farm in Namwala district on Wednesday, President Hakainde Hichilema said he did not expect a country of laziness, but a country of hard workers. Good afternoon. We lost you. 0955-855-953, 076-9122-851. I don't know what's happening with my network. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mambo Chani.
Mkwaitwa bomba nwantu yandara bena.
Ana banga neza chirambu bakampo.
Mkwa ngaba konkanya ba comfort.
Nemkwa. Ziandiana na mpile kwa radio yesterday. Naleta bali ba amafamazi. Kamulandi wakushya matabao chachi amataba bena abamafamazi ali kuchulire kyakiro bali kyepamutengo unono so. Kateka nyesi mkwai bala vika price nombalini. Kanti mataba wapuisha mu December mu tekulasikana buno buno. Ero nomba mushikishe efe yonse. Aho muteka nyemkwai tulibonse.
Thank you very much for coming through. 0955-855-953. And in more stories, Copperbelt Minister Elisha Matambo says Sino Metals Launch Zambia Limited and Rongjing Investment Limited will pay over 16.2 million kwacha as compensation to 507 farmers who were affected by the two mining companies' pollution. And Mines Minister Paul Kabuswe says both mining firms are ready to compensate the affected farmers. Good afternoon.
Yes, Victor.
Good afternoon.
Mwabomba sal boss.
Mkwaitwa bomba nwantu yandara bena.
Muranda na Mr. Bag waftara kai mwe shimbi panshimbi.
Mr. Bag ishinari yanu mwebanan.
No vince chola. Bada ba Toronto tamwati be professional yawo bada. Ba Victor. Mwe tukonta wo mane mwe tumule tupinda. Mwamon.
Mkwai. Ngaba konkanya mkwai.
Plus review hiyo na rasenda poni ne ya ambulance ya wa permanent secretary. Ndefo kusta ukupsha mwema journalist. Bushe abo ba permanent secretary namulanda pona bena. Na abasuko kwe batitirengera ambulance yefika chirifine fi muri uno mweshi wa me muno muma enjovu mansi tabarasuka. So mwema journalist bakonkeni ba permanent secretary mube pushe turotuma ambulance mwala ira vena Zambia kwe batinga tatwa kafikirishiwe nkatitari zaini mume chirishani so that ngatwa mfufu barasuka tumara tutakonclude yashi judging ba permanent secretary abo tulikuwa kumfo kwasika kwabo tetwamugora ndati bateri zaini tulikuwa tumfo na vena opinion yabo kulingana na opinion yabo bali ba sana.
Thank you very much for coming through. Now, Mr. Bag, to answer you on that question, I will read the story again. Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development Permanent Secretary Nicholas Piri has indicated that he will not resign despite his earlier pledge to do so if all newly acquired CDF ambulances were not delivered by May 2025. This is the part now that answers your question, Mr. Bag. Addressing the media on Thursday, which is yesterday, Mr. Piri said government's turnaround time to ensure that all 156 ambulances are in the country by August. So the reason why he's not resigning, it's because the turnaround time for government is by August. So in other words, Mr. Bag, Piri baremye bati ayama ambulances yakafika mu August because a turnaround time yaba government. Twaliranda na bena mailo. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Bag. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon.
Warusakati kwanji.
Tasebenza isekhaya nawo ko?
Umwena ngumboska professional ya government.
Okay, ba Oscar Chisense ngabakhonka nyapo mkwai.
Twatotera mkwai pamakari station mwachaya. Nala kutuka iya randire ba Bishop Benjamin Piri yabarashikwa kutungurula $80,000. Uko basokere ifo fwe bantu fwe batwalo kwa Bishop kumachechi makamaka ba politician kusangisha amachechi yesu kati mwa campaign na balela ngama timbo. Inyuzi yali payangeni radio chimwemwe na radio Kengelo na Sani FM. So itachire kwa Archbishop wala ndirefe chifire chaba. So chiri kuri bane kwe batungurura amaparish politician ngaisa wantu wampera pupi jambo kulanda yo inemsadeni chikadesha nyawo mchechi twabamwe filongani sana abasupport abantu abapusana so tiratekwe mukulekeresha ni itwa umfoya abapiri bapiri kwela tirekabirwa wangu tumambira ntuzo tufike abantu barachura sana mu apa clinic yawambira nsaira bwere chiri bwino. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming through, Mr. Oscar. And in some more stories, good afternoon, Sun FM Radio and TV. I'm Christopher Siame from Ndola. My press review is on what I heard on various media houses, including Sun FM. Is this the one? Yes. Rather, let me continue with this one. Including Sun FM Radio and TV. Mr. Nicholas Perry stated he will not resign if ambulances did not arrive by May. Now he is saying he won't step down. It seems like these leaders are taking the people for granted, which is unacceptable. I urge the president to take action. As a permanent secretary, we need seriousness and accountability. I recognize citizens to thankful choose leaders with the people's best interest at heart in 2026 general elections. Cadres defending him. Let's prioritize the country's well-being. Work well. Good afternoon, Zambia. In other text messages, good afternoon, Victor. My PR is what I heard on Sun FM Midday News. That Zafico has done 80% of 4 sawmills timber plant in Kalulushi, where 500,000 United States dollar has been spent on the project, meaning we will expect more timber to be produced to the local and jobs to be to the people in Kalulushi. So now that must be what's supposed to be here contractive according to people's expertise with transparency and good move from Chuma Sydney, known as Vasido Chirilanda. Thank you very much for coming through these messages. Good afternoon. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon. Thank you. How are you? Who am I talking to?
This is the voice of the voiceless, Mr. Shepard from Ndola.
Mr. Shepard, kindly go ahead, please. Hello, Mr. Shepard?
The problem, it's quite touching. It's quite touching. And some of the reasons you find that it is the abuse.
Mr. Shepard, I will have to let you go. Call us back, Mr. Shepard, if you're able to hear this. Obviously, the network is playing a fast one on you. You can be able to call us back, and we'll be more than glad to have you on your press review. In more stories that we have this afternoon, Minister of Information and Media Permanent Secretary Tawa Kawana has dispelled reports that President Hakainde Hichilema has suspended High Court Judge Emilia Piri Sunkutu on tribal grounds. 0955-855-953 is the number that you're calling us on. Good afternoon.
Victor mwabomba chani mkwai.
Mkwai twabomba ndwantu landana bena.
Mulelanda na white mwapekundo kwa chipurugusu.
Waxon gabako nkanyapo mkwai.
Iyo ini mafungu berenge aba Nicholas Peter tebatalize ani mando wachi ya mamla senzi wata provincial again August. Mama wa Victor tosha miso gwe utachukua serious kwenda kubena Zambia. and tetu muntu umwine so yaila nipakano akakwati yo pame muli musa ya mega stadriva maambulance futhi yasasikame bakana jayo ja design kasta mogast so funa Zambia nathi ukuthi yiministry director mando wathi funa Zambia nguthi kwete ama transport mukatika hospital bena bale ngwathe bwino so abanye Nicholas Piri futhi balanda kwathi bakateka apha kwete vision pabena Zambia bantu umuntu omsango esafulinye njalo but bamuleka platyo ja design immediately staff ngabali mutanza Nicholas Piri ata ko fimbi bayika ko muntu uri ko serious bantu mpatalo tatuko cha ambulance but umuntu amba kula kwathi ale fulinga bena Zambia mukeleke shafe yabatalo ka
Thank you very much for coming through. Now, Chief Madzimawe of the Ngoni-speaking people of Eastern Province says that politicians should not be physical, but a competition of ideologies. And Chief Madzimawe has urged politicians to exercise maturity and not engage in fights. 0955-855-953. Yours and my time is 10 minutes. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, thank you. Who do we have on the line?
Mlenga Boniface from Chingola.
Mr. Mlenga Boniface, kindly speak up. Well, are you okay today?
Yeah.
Kindly speak up, please.
Yes, we are okay.
Please, kindly speak up, Mr.
Mlenga. Permanent secretary ba pili benu ile landwa ishingu ike chalo chonse na kuna kuchi daonfo le ilondolo lapho lelo chingesa lo sengeta kutira to ambo kwa ngala kububi ngoza ama ambulance kenyote kabisha kwa chia kwenda mfisha kuta mtu kushusha mawe na Zambia ikeswa kwa ma problem lelo ito twaisa papandi procurement ya kuisa tampo kutapateshi nyoto kama ilo kwaisa fo na ilo kwa kili ilo wabe na wabe kwa ilo
Thank you very much for coming through, and good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for coming through. Give us a text message. 076-9122-851 is the number. 1352 is the time on your Sun FM. Now, in more stories that we have, theft of copper cathodes. Now, a truck driver is on the run after alleged stealing 30 tons of copper cathodes he was transporting from Ndola to Durban, South Africa. According to police, the matter was reported by Michael Chanda, 39, of Kafue Town, a driver from Jamas Limited. Confirming the incident, Southern Province Police Commanding Officer Axensio Daka said the incident occurred between Tuesday, May 27 and Wednesday, May 28 between Monze and Pemba District in the Southern Province. Good afternoon.
Hey, boss, afternoon.
Afternoon, thank you. My name is Victor. Who do I have on the line?
Ignatius Mwira.
Hey, I'm Kaiba Ignatius. Ngawa konkanya pomkwai.
Levo kuranda pali yo ino permanent secretary wale konde mati yo ino kuliza ina shanya ambulance ngata yesire. Sometimes abantu babulebe understand. Kwali banafira pita political language. Like kila president baishire tuwe batinengana yapo 14 hours dola nishi yabwera. So fumwe vintu tukula fingira musana. Ozama kupaga mano mukuyibombera. Sometimes these politicians they use what we call political language to win our minds. So ngabonga barande fyo. Chibona vila vina ba president. Sparisa tuomfecha kwera tinengana ita 14 hours. Nishina nikane. Yo inengana ita po bunga kesa 50 kwacha. So those are just political language to win our minds.
Thank you very much for coming through. 0955-855-953 is the number that you're calling us on. And 0769122851 is the number that you're sending us the text messages on. And we're here to make sure that we hear what you've heard in the press this week. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Victor is my name, sir. Your name?
Good. How are you, Mr. Victor?
I'm very fine, thank you.
This is Michelle calling you from Durham City Council, to be specific about some government voters.
Mr. Mishek, kindly go ahead, please.
Thank you. Fanende kopali yaba permanent secretary batabo kawana nacho kumere nyama bachirando kutila mwema mitazi era ipusha kachaso questions nga ya mumule monafeta ama kachaso questions mwema ndefo kuchita address ba tabo kawana bishabe na Zambia nga bara ipusha pa ambulances nishiba ipusha kachaso questions and kachaso questions batwewe ku 6 kwacha batwewe ko yabashani because fwe bambita tusangwa muri kachaso so bena nimbi barasangwa ko muri kachaso imbi icho balera ngiro kukira
Thank you very much for coming through. And well, listen, I want you, when you come on this platform again, I will say this, respond with a sober mind. All right, I mean, you need to speak like you're speaking to the people of the nation that loves one another. All right, that's what we endeavor so much on this platform. We enjoy it when you respond with good checks and balances, not you start responding with calling names or making people feel otherwise. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother Victor.
Good afternoon, thank you. Who do we have on the line?
She's Garden Man, Maxwell from Rancham Potamato.
Mr. Maxwell, kindly go ahead, please.
Yes, now I'll talk about the ambulances. Yes, leaders of this country they have taken this country for granted. Now I'm challenging my president. He said you will fight for corruption. The president will fight right this time. We are fired. We are fighting corruption. There is no sacred cows. It's my president, I voted for him, but when it comes to my decisions, it's too segregated because of him. Yes.
Your time is really up. Thank you very much for coming through. Awesome. There we go. 0955-855-953. And in other stories, Transport and Logistic Minister Frank Tayali says Zambia is working on modalities to lower the cost of air transport. In a statement issued from Zimbabwe's Victoria Falls town by his principal public relations officer, Ernest Chanda, Tayali said when he met the president of the International Civil Aviation Organization, 0955-855-953. We'll accommodate 2 callers and we'll call it a wrap for this week. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Who do we have on the line?
This is Amos Lombe, Phantom Soldier.
Mr. Amos Lombe, kindly go ahead, please.
First of all, Babiri, the mobile permanent secretary problem. I was excited, son. Looking for my ministers, but excited. Muilalaya, Mamma, play home that year. Gachamoneka, Rotomonokovati, Tita Chitika, Nomba Momalira, Mala Tafichiki, Nomba, Nishala Bashani, Wewala Ire. Kaimadira Yokta resign, such time resign, Kaimadiva Mazambian. In the future, Muilalaya, Mulabombe Savanto. This is Amos. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming through. Last but not the least, when it comes to our stories, the Lusaka Magistrate Court has convicted former University of Zambia Students' Union Nzasu President Gabriel Banda for proposing violence at the institution. Meanwhile, Lusaka Senior Resident Magistrate Trevor Kasonde has reversed Banda's sentence.
This is Sun FM. It's 2 p.m.
Sun FM.